Hey, this is Steve Zook. Welcome back to Post Channel on the Guitar Ladder System. Hey, I want to talk about a couple chords that I use a lot in discussion with some of my newer Guitar Ladder customers. Some of them have mentioned that they haven't really been exposed to one or two of these chords a lot. One of them is the Major 13 Flat 5. It really has a beautiful modern sound without being too far out there. Now that's a nice chord because it does not have the flat 7 like a dominant 13, right? It's got a flat 5 in it, and it has a 13 and a 9 and a 3 and a 7, but it does not have the dominant. So here's the dominant 13, right? Here's the major 13 flat 5. Sometimes when I play over it, I'll I'll add the B flat on there, and that kind of chromatize a little bit. Or you can play kind of a C scale, just add the sharp 5 in there. Keep your thinking simple. But I really like that chord. Isn't that nice? So the major 13 flat 5 can hook up with major 9, a minor 9, I mean. So and this is kind of what I stress in my Guitar Ladder system, is always be connecting chords and learning your chordal vocabulary in terms of how they relate to other chords, so that you get this vocabulary kind of musical synthesis. So like in cycle 1, for instance, of the Guitar Ladder system, you go through it the first time like this, and then you go back the second time, and you add the shading with the major 13 flat 5, okay? So you can hook that up with you can go major 13 flat 5 to minor 9, or the other way, right? Minor 7 to major 13 flat 5. And you just want to always be resolving, always be developing tension and resolution. But yeah, the major 13 flat 5 is one of my favorite chords, and you can experiment with it. So here I'm major 13 flat 5 to a 9 form, to bichord, major 13 flat 5, and then what I do a lot is go from the major 13 flat 5 to a major 13 like this. So here I've got the root, the 3, the 7, the 3, the 13, and the 9. So I like to go then to the 7 sharp 5 sharp 9 to a diminished scale, half step, whole step. But I mostly want to talk about that today. So those are two chords you might want to get to know, like here's like a C13. And you can add the F sharp, get kind of a nice flavor, right? Now, a lot of times I don't use the high string on the major 13, depending on what I'm doing, right? It kind of depends on where I'm going to. I love the sound of it just like this, but when you add then the other note on the top, then you need to go somewhere with that kind of makes sense. Like in cycle 1, when I'm doing the shading, it doesn't make sense to, you can add that, but it's cleaner to just keep it like this, right? And you also have that common tone, right? Right there, right? But those are two chords. Now I can use like a G major scale, that kind of, which adds kind of a flat 5 in there. So you can add color to it, or I could just be plain, just think a C scale, and then maybe add this flat 9, right? But But you always want to be looking for little color tones, you know, sharp fives, you know, flat fives, sharp nine, flat nine, whatever. And so don't just always think of your tonal centers like just being always inside. Like here, all the notes of this, and this is a good way to begin to understand tonal centers, by the way, is just look at a chord and you can just see all the notes are in the key of C, so kind of a C tonal center. But it gets boring to just use that, so you know, I might play a G major scale over it. I don't call things modes, it just confuses people. I might play a diminution. That's the whole idea, is to, you know, learn how to go outside and learn how to superimpose and add different colors over things. It's good to practice both ways. But anyway, that's a chord I just love. Okay. I could always use an A minor pentatonic, but it seems like it, you know, doesn't fit as well as some of the other things I might want to do. I could even use this, right? I could use an A minor, I mean a B minor pentatonic. And then that gives me that F sharp, which adds a flat 5 in there, which makes it kind of go. Or like I said, a C major scale, maybe add the flat 9 in there. So that's one of my favorite chords. I just love that chord, and that chord can hook up to a form like this, which is like a C dominant chord with a flat 13, or right, go that way to a 13, 13, 13 flat 9, resolve to major 7, 7 sharp 5 sharp 9, 13, major 9 6 with a 7 on top of it to a bichord, which is a minor 7 and a major 9. It's this major 9 and minor 7 together. But I mainly just want to talk about this in the video. Get to know the major 13 flat 5 chord. It's really a nice chord. Experiment with that color. Get that color. You know, as opposed to always hearing, right? Add a little more modern, you know. There's no end to what you can do, but I just wanted to tell you, know, experiment with that color. Maybe go major 13 flat 5 to minor 9, minor 7, major 13 flat 5. Throw in the major 13 chord like this to a 7 sharp 5 sharp 9, diminished scale. So you could use that lots of places too. I could go, or I could go, I could change the color of that. Just, you want to experiment with different colors on your guitar, just like you experiment, you know, if you were an artist and you'd experiment with shading, maybe mixing colors together in different ways, you know. But yeah, I just love the major 13 flat 5. Sometimes I'll play a lick like this, or build a lick off of these notes. Now I kind of see it. I know I'm hearing the major 13 flat 5. Lately I've been doing this a lot. Kind of like that. But experiment with that. Now, if you're going to add the top string in that, then you could go somewhere else, right? But like I said, I really like the sound of it. Kind of resting my pick on the high E. But yeah, it's a great chord. So those are two chords you mess with. I don't see a lot of people using them. So major 13 like this, mess with this. Come down chromatically, you know, and then experiment with using . chords. You know, it's all. One of the reasons Joe Pass is who I studied with when I was about 40 years ago, when I was about 23. I'm 63 now, because Joe Pass was always improvising, but he was always practicing putting chords together. And he used to say if he just found once a week, if he found a new way to use one or two chords, he was happy. And that's a big lesson right there, you know. So you always want to be experimenting. So anyway, yeah, mess with those chords. Major 13, root 3, 7, 3, 13, 9, to a major 13, flat 5. Now here, if I do like this, then I'm adding the ninth in there, right? So it just kind of depends on what you're doing. But the main thing is just get to know that color. Like I said, you can do minor 9, minor 9, 7 sharp 5, minor 9, 7 sharp 5 again. I meant to say major 9, sorry. Okay, so let's do it. Minor 9, 7 sharp 5, major 9, 13, flat 5. Okay? Minor 9, 7 sharp 5, major 9, my dog's scraping on the bed, major 9, 13 flat 5, minor 7, major 13 flat 5. So practice those colors and enjoy learning about color. Again, so major 13 is a chord you want to get to know, and the major 13 flat 5. You can also practice it adding the ninth on the top. When you add the ninth on the top, think about just coming down like that and build a chord around it. All right, enjoy, folks. And yeah, the guitar ladder system is available. It really works. $199. Thousands of dollars of instructional material for only $199. You can order it at stevezookguitars.com. If you're into chord melody, it's really a must-have, folks. You're going to learn to improvise all up and down your neck. It will make learning chord melody easy, and you'll be able to add your own twist to it because you learn the vocabulary. If you order soon, you get the free Horace Hatchet files. He taught Howard Roberts how to play when Howard was a young man in Arizona. If you order soon, you get those for free. I spoon feed a little bit of the system, a little bit at a time, so you don't get overwhelmed, and so it works. But right now it's $100 off, so you get the whole system for $199, 240 studies, including 240 videos, 240 charts, and the secret Horace Hatchet files, and I'll enter you into a contest to possibly win a free Recording King brand new Dirty 30 guitar. But I want to make it clear, I do not send all the material at once. It doesn't work that way. You don't absorb it, and my guitar ladder system seeds the subconscious mind. I teach the subconscious mind to get the most powerful results, and folks, the results have just been incredible. So, all right, I don't want to push too hard on that right now because I know I get a little over enthusiastic, but that's because I've just, the letters come in every day from people. I'm just really happy that they've jumped in. So, okay, so get to know the color of the major 13 flat 5. Work it with minor 9. Minor 9, major 13, flat 5. Do it with minor 7. I just got an idea. Minor, major. That adds a nice flavor, doesn't it? I want to add maybe something else. No end to what you can do. But folks, if you want to really transform your guitar playing and writing, I really would suggest you invest in the guitar ladder system. It really works. I've got 40 years into it. It's what I think about almost 24 hours a day, and I'm always adding to it. Take care, folks. You can order it at stevezookguitars.com, but this is the free lesson for today. As usual, let's focus on positive thoughts. Kind of a crazy world, but I still believe the universe is perfect by design. Trust the universe. Focus on positive thoughts. Keep the faith, and trust in the wisdom that created you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.